video. So it's the obligatory what's happening, guys. That's it. I mean, no, see, you know, whatever. I haven't been picking up anything major for like the last 6 months or so. I've kind of, my heart's not really been in it. I've kind of been reassessing my collection, my collecting habits. I think I mentioned this before. I can't remember if I actually did post a video or deleted it or whatever, but I think around the time that it was just before Clint sent me the 2 cartridges that he sent me for the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo, and I was kind of thinking, like, when's it going to get to the point when I'm going to either stop collecting or I'm going to decide to get rid of something or something like that, because the people always go through that sort of thing, don't they? You know, I know that some of you may comment down below and say, yeah, I've been through this 5 years ago, sold my collection, bought it back again, things like that. And there's people that go full force and get full collections of things, and that's how they keep themselves going. And it's like, that's, you know, that's fine for those people, and for me, what I find fine wouldn't necessarily be the way that other people would collect. You know, I'm quite stingy with when I either pay money or I part exchange or whatever I do. I'm genuinely more than happy to wait for things, but obviously sometimes that doesn't pay off. You can't always do that because it just goes up in price. One example is the Shantae game, what's it called? On the 3DS, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I bought that last year on CX. It's in one of my pickups videos, for £60, and I used vouchers. I didn't spend a penny on it. And recently, however recently, it's gone up to like £130, which is insane, like a ridiculous price. Or is it 130 or is it 110? Either way, it's past the 100 mark at CEX, and it's like, wow, you know, that to me is just like, what do you mean? Anyway, so I have stuff here that I've accumulated over the last 6 months or so. Mainly, in actual fact, a lot of the stuff it's going to be from my son. He's gone to charity shops without me. He's gone to car boots without me. I actually only went to a handful of car boots in the summertime, and it was just for one reason or another, I just didn't go. So I probably missed out, but he bought me some decent stuff back. Anyway, so we'll get on with some stuff. Oh, this game is Super Probotector Alien Rebels. It's right there in actual fact, I just read that. So yes, so we have a Teddy. Now, rest in peace to the green/white ranger. I think, what's his name? David Jason Frank. Jason David Frank. Jason Frank David. I don't know. I can't remember. The Red Ranger and the Green Ranger/White Ranger were my all-time favourites. And my little boy obviously got me this. It's like 50p or a pound from Car Boot. I think it was 50p actually. 2016. From the original Power Rangers. He got me a really cool jigsaw from 1989. It's complete as well. I'm really happy about that. The Turtles. And he also got me, I'm going to stop saying he also got me because it's quite evident that most of this is from him. A Star Wars puzzle. I believe it's complete. I'm pretty sure actually it's in its bag. Well, I don't think it is actually. From Car Boot. I think it was like £1. A Spider-Man Coming Home graphic novel. 2 comics. One of the Punisher from the Thomas Jane movie, which I do like, but it's not a Punisher film to me. But I love the art on this. I have actually got the DVD where this comes with, because it actually says exclusive comic created specifically for the Punisher DVD, and I have actually got that already, but I completely forgot about it when he gave it to me. Frank Miller, Robocop. Oh my god. I couldn't believe that he had this. Absolutely couldn't believe it. What year is it even from? Did I look originally? 2003. What? a Beano comic. Fantastic comic. What do you mean? From 1967. It's in great condition as well. Plant Man on the back. Everyone knows Plant Man. What do you mean? Thor's in it. All black and white, babes. Come on, that's wicked. He also got me some more McDonald's toys. One is like a combine harvester type thing. Another one is one of those little weird dancing geezers, of which the top of his head was so yellow it was unreal, and it was quite obvious it was sun faded because it was a very definite line. And I whacked him in my UV bath thing that I've got, and he came out loads better. He's not perfect because you can still see a bit of a blemish of yellow, but it came out loads better. In actual fact, it just reminded myself that I did that same thing with my Game Boy, and I got this about a year-ish ago, and I think it cost me something like £30–35, and it wasn't in great condition. I cleaned it up like with wet wipes, toothbrush, things like that, and I punched out the but I mean, like, I pushed out the screen because it was really scratched. Got a brand new screen from eBay for something like £2, and when I got the peroxide, I put it in for a good 5 days, and it's come up perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And I know that I've been told, it was actually Eddie that told me, that it doesn't last forever. It actually goes back. It's only a temporary fix, but it looks great. It looks great. I'm going to try my best to keep it out of sunlight and everything else, to keep it as it is. But I'm so happy with it because it now looks so much better, obviously. Anyway, if I've got some before and after pictures, I'll put them up here. Otherwise, I'm just doing this on my screen. What else did he get me? Bloody hell, honestly, they keep going, Bebs. Goosebumps book, The Wailing Special. Unfortunately, whoever has tried to replace the batteries in this has well and truly fucked it up, so I can't do it anymore because they've wrecked it. He also got me some original Goosebumps book, Goosebumps cards. It's like a card game where you pull out a card and it says like Zombie Frog, and then you have to tell a story about that or whatever. Cool little gimmicky thing. Got on my shelf. A Bash Street Kids comic type thing. And the Beano Party game. Now, what I'm going to do is get into the last little bits and pieces. I'm quite excited about these. So, a bit. I bought some Blu-rays. I do usually buy Blu-rays, but I have bought some Blu-rays that were from Asda, 2 for £12, Us, and Halloween from the 2018 remake. I've not watched these specific Blu-rays yet, however I've already seen them, so I was like, I'm not in any particular rush, but I wanted them because they were in a really good deal. Anyway, I also bought a Laserdisc. You may say, why have you bought a Laserdisc? I don't think I have a Laserdisc player. No, I don't. I don't have a Laserdisc player. But I do have a love for this film right here. Now, it was actually buy one get one free when I was buying a VHS, which is Die Hard, which is up there, which I forgot. But obviously, I'm sure you know what Die Hard is. From the same seller. And it was like £10 all in for this and Die Hard, including postage. I absolutely love this film. So I got this for display purposes. So I've got the poster, the original cinema poster of this, some production stills, like promotional production stills that like hand out to studios and things like that. I love it, absolutely love it. And the last bits and pieces, I've got some VHSs. So I've got The Punisher. This was from Time Warp James actually. I got the ex-rental version and he swapped me the sell-through version, which I had a lot more emotional connection to this version. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. And Gremlins. So now I am down to my last VHS. I need one more VHS to complete my little nostalgic collection that I've got going. I'm not a VHS collector in that sense. I have them on my shelf just up there, looking pretty. And the only one I want now is the Omen. It's the specific version, which is the white spine and the white border. And it's a Damien with his little hands in his pockets at the cemetery, looking up at the camera. That's what I want. I'm not going to go on eBay to go and buy it unless it's like £2, because I'm not in any rush. But that's the one that I want. So if anybody's got it and they want to part with it, let me know. Now, the last thing that we're going to show is really, really cool. So basically, long story short, I got some stuff from Eddie, because Eddie still owns some stuff, which is an action replay card. Now this is for the Sega Saturn, and this means that I can play Sega Saturn games that are Japanese. So I've got Astal on the Sega Saturn, which is like a really cool little platformer. I got, what's it called? Gusen Oyoyo, which is like a cross between Lemmings and Tetris. Basically the blocks and stuff come down and you have to arrange them so that the lemming type things can go up to the exit, basically, the goal as it's usually known, the goal. Tenchi Wo Karai 2. I mean, I know that they usually do have English on one side and Japanese on the other, but I needed to put a post-it note on the back because I couldn't quite remember. I knew it was Tenchi 2, but I couldn't quite remember the whole name. That's like a really cool beat 'em up by Capcom. So I'll just go and beat 'em up. This is Jikyu Parodius. Jikyu. That is the exact pronunciation. No, it's not. I don't know what the pronunciation is, but this is a cute 'em up or shoot 'em up, whatever you want to say. Bomberman, or otherwise known as Saturn Bomberman Fight. It's like an isometric Bomberman. Cotton 2. I'm like, what? He's got Cotton 2 on the Sega Saturn? What do you mean? No, I do and I don't. I have the original disc, but the case and the artwork and everything is not original. That is a repro, basically. I don't know if Eddie printed it off himself or whether he got it like that, I can't remember. But all of this is from Eddie, like I say. It just all came in one go, and it came last night. So at the minute, I've not played any of these. I haven't had the time to play them. Hopefully today, and I'll let you know my verdict. So Cotton 2, which is like a shoot 'em up, whatever. And then Vampire Hunter, Darkstalker's Revenge. I'm pretty sure that the version, like the PAL version of this, is Night Warriors. But long story short, my Night Warriors has a crack in the disc. In the middle of the disc, so I have basically got rid of that because it had like a really decent manual and box and everything else. I got rid of it, and I've got this because obviously you don't need to know Japanese to play a fighting game, do you? And then also a big box which actually comes with another cart, another replay cart in there. And this is a Vampire Saviour, the Lord of Vampire. So I'm thinking, I mean, now I've got like, how many? I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because that's Virtual Gun, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 Saturn games. That's like, I mean, I could like play a game a week, and I could play it on a Saturday and call it Saturn Days. Quite a good idea, isn't it? I could do that. It just came to me just now. I could patent that idea and claim it as my own. I could do that for like the next 18 weeks and play a Saturn game, couldn't I? Release a video, be quite good. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that. I'm not going to say in actual fact how much I paid for these, but all I will say is that Eddie did me a great deal. He really sorted me out. He tried to sell me more stuff, and I don't mean in a bad way, but I mean in a way that he said, you know, you'd like this game, and I said, yeah, I would, because I looked at loads of stuff on YouTube, but at the minute I think this is more than enough to start me off. So I mean, I may go back to him, you know, he might have some more stuff by the time that I'm able to afford it, and get some more stuff off him. But anyway, That's it. I mean, I dread to think how long I've spoken for, but there we go. So, hope you enjoyed it. And any Sega Saturn guys, Japanese Sega Saturn guys, if you're getting rid of anything that is affordable, if you want to recommend anything to me, like I say, I like shoot 'em ups, I like beat 'em ups, platformers, things like that. Obviously, I don't want to have to learn Japanese to play them. This should give you a bit of an insight as to what I like. So, there we go. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in a bit.